cockerel and a pig ran about the field. Some fans were arrested, and most important of all, perhaps, a linesman was hit on the head with a stone. The responsibility for staging the match was that of the Irish Football Association. Some senior members met after the game and decided to make no statement. There are several important questions. How did a pig come to get on the pitch at all? It is protected by high railings. What sort of person injured a linesman in action which could have grave consequences? Soccer hooliganism is even more prevalent across the water, but it seems to have become a social disease in our society as well. The problems of solving it are immense. Well, now to the match itself. Linfield against Glentoran at the Oval. Linfield with 4 league titles in a row, but just 3 cup wins in their last 8 appearances. Glentoran, well, they won the cup in 1983 when they beat, in fact it was Linfield at the Oval in a replay, by 2-1. Your commentator at the match yesterday was Michael Nesbitt.
The Oval Ground, Belfast, where Glentoran fans have gathered for nearly a century to express their allegiance to East Belfast. As preparations are completed for the 40th anniversary of victory in Europe, today also marks the 44th anniversary of the German air raid on the shipyards, which hit the Oval, destroying both pitch and grandstand. This is the 4th post-war meeting between these two teams, and Linfield's chances of breaking their duck were considerably weakened when Martin McGacky's cartilage failed in a lunchtime fitness test. McGacky's Europe's top scorer this season, and the unenviable task of replacing him goes to David McClurg in this, his first cup final. Peter Dornan there equals Linfield's club record with his 7th league title this season. This is his 6th cup final and his last, because he will retire once the two teams reach a decision. Glentoran defend their 100% success rate with a side with one major change from 1983. That's the loss of the central defensive pairing of Alan Harrison and Dermot Keeley. Barney Bars plays there today, and that incidentally is exactly where Linfield want him, because with 16 goals from his occasional appearances in midfield, Bars is the club's 2nd highest scorer this season. Alan Patterson is playing in his 3rd final against the Blues. He's the only survivor from 1973, a match in which he had to leave the field with a dislocated shoulder. The referee is Bobby Stewart from Finicky, and like his 2 linesmen, he's on FIFA's World Cup panel. Linfield in the blue shorts and white shorts, blue tops. Kick off the 1985 Irish Cup final. They're playing from right to left in the first half. And appearing in their 8th final in 10 years, although the record not as good as it has been in the league championship over that time. So far, they've only won 3 out of 7. Barney Bars free kick. Alfie Stewart. Raymond Morrison was forward. A rather brutal tackle on Alfie Stewart. A moment of indecision just a minute ago. The Glentoran defence having a penalty appeal turned down. All waiting except for Alan Patterson, who made the important save. Blackledge, and Morrison's picked up on the dummy, and it's taken Colin Crawford to put the ball out of play for the throw-in. It's Kasky. Jerry Mullen by the near post for Glentoran. And it is Mullen. And despite McEwen's efforts to stop it, it is Jerry Mullen who opens Glentoran's account. It was Jerry Mullen who scored first in 1983, and it's Mullen again at the near post. McEwen tried to keep it out, but it's Jerry Mullen with the first goal of the 1985 final. The curling corner from Cleary to the near post. Mullen rising well. And that's 1-0 to Glentoran. Crawford waited for Jeffrey to arrive. The fall in any case for Doherty. Tackle by Stewart, and that will be a goal kick. No, in fact, it's going to be a free kick. Alpha Stewart has been penalised. Opportunity then for Linfield. Two-man wall. Stewart and Jim Cleary. Two Linfield men over the ball, and McEwen and Lee Doherty. The referee wants the ball back the full 10 yards. Crawford on the run to the near post. McEwen. And George Gibson has equalised for Linfield. McEwen's free kick met perfectly by George Gibson, who beat Alan Patterson to the corner. The perfect cross, the perfect header. Patterson got a hand to it, but he couldn't stop it reaching the net. George Gibson then, who scored in the first round against Banbridge, gets a goal in the final. That's Johnny Jemison, the Glentoran substitute, already has 2 winners' medals, and funnily enough, one with Glentoran, one with Linfield. Time added on by the referee for injuries. Referee checking his watch. And the referee blows his watch to bring the cup final to the end of its first 90 minutes, because we're going to have a part 2 next week at Windsor Park. Today it finishes 1-1. The goals coming in the 23rd minute, when Jerry Mullen once again got his name on the scoreboard first, as he did in 1983, but it counts for nothing because 4 minutes from half-time, up popped George Gibson, who you can see on the right of screen there, to head the equaliser for Linfield. Best chance of the second half, perhaps falling Linfield's way. A shot from David Jeffrey which went just wide, but that doesn't count, and neither does this result, because the teams will meet again at Windsor Park next Saturday for part 2 of the 1985 Irish Cup.